Thank you to our sponsor, the Home Depot.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 is here. Games every single day, and the best seat to keep up with all the action is right in your own backyard.
Big screen outside, grill going, neighbors and friends coming over to watch. Now that's how you host.
As an official supporter of the FIFA World Cup 2026, the Home Depot's got what you need to get the backyard match day ready.
That's right. Whether it's a projector screen setup, string lights, little patio furniture, the Home Depot will help you make your yard the go-to spot.
And with fast, free delivery on over 2 million items, you can focus on setting up the ultimate backyard fan zone instead of making trips to the store.
So, as we welcome the world to our backyard, get your home watch party ready with an assist from the Home Depot.
To learn more, visit homedepot.com/FIFA World Cup 26.
Why are we watching this again? I'm kind of proud of it, though. With the sound,
Dude,
it looks pretty good.
You should be fucking proud. Oh, my God. Hey, run.
My headphones are fucking flying all over the place.
Yeah, that shit is gold.
Welcome back to New Heights 92%ers, a Wondery show produced by Wave Sports and Entertainment.
Woo!
And brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, how about
Let's
that?
go Sports Bar. Gotta love BW3s, baby.
Yes.
We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey, my big brother Jason Kelsey, out of the University of Cincinnati and rightful owners of the Victory Bell. Shout out to the Bearcats getting it done over there in Miami. I forget what the actual name of the city is.
They're
Hamilton
Oxford?
City or something like that. Yeah, there
It's
it is.
Oxford, right?
Oxford, there you go. Getting it done after a tough loss to Narduzzi and the gang in Pittsburgh. But yeah, we're rolling, baby. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S. Jason, why don't you tell the people what we got coming up?
Trav, we got another incredible episode. We're going to get to the Chiefs' thrilling ender versus the Bengals,
I love the energy.
as well as the big Jason Kelsey Monday night extravaganza, where
yeah.
all the Atlanta fans are probably really tired of seeing me, and I fully get it. I'm sorry you had to sit through that, Falcons.
Oh, no. They want to see more of you.
We're also going to break down the biggest stories from across the league, including a brand new meaning of the term chunk plays. That's right. Can't wait to get into that.
Ooh.
But first, as always, we're going to get to the other new,
Anna.
the new news.
New news coming in hot.
New news. Hey, here's some new news. New news is brought to you by United Airlines, where good leads the way.
Man, we got airlines in on this.
We're airborne now?
Crazy. I'm going to take a United Airlines flight this weekend.
Are you? Are you guys United out in KC?
Yeah, that was actually the slogan for the team last year was United.
Nice. I love that.
Had nothing to do with
That's a good.
the airline.
That is a
but
good. That's. I've never thought about that. United Airlines using that as like. Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the airlines. I think it just had to do with United.
Is that how
team.
United Airlines became United? Did they unite?
They were once a ununited airline, and then they gathered all the airlines together, and then they became United.
What's the history of United Airlines?
That's a great question, Jason. I don't know if we got a really good show.
United Airlines.
I don't know if we got enough time to
Is there a
Google these things.
Does United Airlines have a Wikipedia?
Yeah, it does. Everything has a Wikipedia.
This is crazy. United traces its roots to Varney Airlines, VAL. That's a big name upgrade to United.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was
getting
a
on
great
Varney Airlines.
Whoever's decision that was to go from
Right.
that name to United.
Well, it was.
I mean, they should have got paid.
It wasn't their founders, probably. Walter Varney is the one that founded Varney Airlines in 1926 in Boise, Idaho.
Ooh, the Idaho gang. Okay.
Continental Airlines is the successor to Speed Lines, which Varney had founded in 1930. This Varney guy he's a transportation
Pioneer.
mogul.
He is
this
a
guy had a lot
pioneer.
of stuff going on.
Yep.
And whose name changed to Varney Speed Lines. So he just started changing everything to his name. Okay. In 1934. Then VAL flew the first privately contracted airmail flight to the U.S. on April 6, 1926. Man, how about that? Okay.
Absolutely nothing interesting at all. Let's get to some bonus content.
Oh, here we go. This is it. Okay. In 1927, William Boeing founded Boeing Air Transport. I think we've heard of that one. To operate airmail routes under contract with the United States Post Office Department. In 1929, Boeing merged his company with Pratt & Whitney to form the United Aircraft and Transportation Corporation, UATC, obviously, which then set about buying, in the space of just 28 months, Pacific Air Transport, Stout Air Services, Barney, and National Air Transport, as well as numerous equipment manufacturers at the same time.
Jason, the energy was so good.
On March 28th, 1931, all of these airlines united to form United Airlines Incorporated.
It's what we came up with before.
Yeah. So
Confirmed.
It makes sense. All right. Guess we can do the show now. Bonus content update on bonus content next week. We'll be dropping our first piece of content exclusively for our Wondery Plus subscribers. I wonder what it is. They haven't even told us yet. Last week, when you guys asked what you wanted for bonus content, and here's a few of your suggestions from Emma, Fell in Love. Is that like a lyric or something? Do we know? All right. Anyways, I'm sure many Swifties and tons of dads, daughters would love some New Heights Show bonus content teaching football concepts in an ELI 5 format. What the hell is ELI 5?
What is ELI 5? Explain it like I'm 5.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's probably one of the better ideas that the 92%ers came up with.
How would you explain football to a 5-year-old? How do I do it to my, how do I mean,
we're not very good at dumbing down football. I've realized this.
I talk about it with Wyatt, but it's like, it's real dumb.
Wyatt is 5 or will be in like 3 days.
A couple months here. Yeah, she's coming up. Not even 1 month. So there's Uncle Travis. She doesn't really know football. I don't even explain football to Wyatt. Yeah. I got to figure that out.
Nice.
Wyatt.
When you try and
Ellie, what do you think about football? Tell me what the rules of football are. Don't put your head through the railing. You got stuck last time, remember? Don't do that. Okay. Kai, does Wyatt know the rules of football? Where would you start if you were explaining football to a 5-year-old? Explain how scoring works.
Yeah.
But that's like,
you got to start with the downs and
right,
scoring.
we're getting okay. We're going to move on. This is going nowhere. Anyways, I'd love to be able to understand the NFL portions of podcasts, but a lot of this is hard to grasp as someone with no background. The only problem with this is I feel like to explain football, it's easier done with visual. Brandon, this bonus content is audio only.
Audio
correct?
only. Correct.
Yeah. So I just don't know that it's going to be great if it's audio only. I think
it's going to be a little harder. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's a good idea, and we can figure a way to do it audio. I think that makes sense.
That's like I said, I think this is the best option. Let's go to some other options.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. We have more options. I'm sorry. Yeah. We do have a show to do. Okay. Bonus content idea. Keep it simple. Give us the deleted footage. No.
That will never happen because then we won't have a show at all.
Yeah. There's a reason it's deleted.
Me and Jason will have nothing else to do on our Tuesday afternoons.
Or Mondays.
Or
I
Mondays.
will be.
Yeah. We all will. Yeah.
I'll be driving Wyatt to school every day.
You'll be able to tell Wyatt exactly what football is after that.
All right. So that's not happening. Sorry.
No, that's definitely not happening.
And then Big Blue World _fishing. Jason, doing food reviews on things he'd never tried before sounds like good bonus content. Well, I mean, that kind of leads us to this.
How about it? That's actually perfect timing. Shout out to Kai.
Yeah.
For perfect timing.
Well done, Kai. So last week, you guys mentioned something about pumpkin spice lattes, and Travis and I told you that we've never tried them. So I figured I'd try one now on the show.
I hope it's scorching hot and it just fucking burns your tongue.
So this is something that's nice about lattes, which I never have. I always drink black coffee.
Yeah.
The milk, it's never scorching hot because you have the milk in there. So it's always drinkable. Watch. Now I'm kind of nervous.
Burn them.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
Nice. Give us your review. Tell us as if it was bonus content.
It doesn't taste like coffee.
Okay, so not coffee.
If you don't like the taste of coffee, I highly recommend this.
I think that's all lattes.
Yeah. I mean, it tastes like it almost tastes like somebody melted. What are those old school? You remember those old candies that you had in like grandma's house? The butterscotch, like little candies.
Oh, baby. The gold wrappers. Yeah.
it kind of tastes like if you melted that down into like a liquid form and then added some spiciness to it. That's kind of what it tastes like.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be into that. I used to fucking pocket I'd take a handful of those candies. It was those ones and then the little strawberry ones that actually where the wrapper made it look like it was a strawberry.
Gosh, what is it about? Why are we reinventing candy when those have been around forever? Those strawberries, nothing's top of that strawberry.
Dude, one of my favorites were the Lifesaver, the cream savers, you know what I'm talking about? Where it was the orange and like I think there was like strawberry creamsicles or cream savers, Lifesavers. Dude, they were so fucking good. I used to fucking house those things.
Pumpkin spice latte, tremendous. If you don't like coffee, highly recommend it.
Nice.
It's a really good way to have coffee without having to taste it.
I got a feeling anything that has like too much creamer in it, I don't love it.
I just only drink black coffee. I don't add anything to it, and now I
just love the beans at this point. I love the earthiness.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's just like, when you're so addicted to a substance like caffeine that the faster your brain recognizes that what you're drinking is just straight caffeine, the more you're just immediately. I mean, I don't know that it matters what coffee tastes like. I think my brain would just absolutely love it. It would trick my mouth into loving it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, you play tricks on your mind all the time.
All right. Well, yeah, so maybe that's some bonus content. We can do some food reviews. We're still figuring this thing out.
They only want Jason reviews. They don't want anybody else's.
Well, do you not want to do food? You're not a big experimenter with food.
Dude, you know how to get the best out of like the reviews.
Your reviews are great. You just don't want to eat it. I don't like it. We got to get you reviewing some goat.
Dude, I'm not eating a goat.
Come on now.
I'm not eating.
Have I told that story on the podcast?
I don't know.
About, what was it, 3 years ago? I'm in Los Angeles and I'm visiting my brother, and my brother makes a reservation at this restaurant called Lady and the Goat.
I heard great reviews from it.
I decided, I'm like, yeah, I'll go down there. And my brother proceeds to not eat anything and complain about there's so much goat on the table.
I didn't think it was like Chick-fil-A where all they have is fucking chicken.
They had
it was a fucking 5-star restaurant.
They had a lot of other things.
It was a 5-star restaurant, and every single piece of protein.
The food was fantastic. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, it was highly recommended to us.
If you're goat forward or just have a palate that is something that resembles an advanced palate, you would really appreciate it.
Advanced palate.
But Travis proceeded to just not eat anything and eat In-N-Out immediately after going to this 5-star.
I think it was more so the fact that I knew that In-N-Out was right down the street. And I was just like,
why am I even eating this when In-N-Out's right there?
That double is about to fucking kill any of this fucking goat. I already know it's about to be so fucking good.
I do like some of the fine dining, but like, there's just some things that you're not going to top.
Once you get your mindset on it, it's just like,
hey, you want to go to this fancy new brunch spot, or do you want to have a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin? I know exactly what I want. And it's the one that I don't even have to get out of the car to get.
It's so true. Oh, God.
Got my girl Janet working the freaking drive-thru. How you doing, Jason? Fantastic. I'm about to shove the most unhealthy thing down my gullet, and it's going to be delicious.
Well, that does it.
We're still figuring out exactly what we're doing. If you listen to us early, if you want to listen to us early or without any interruptions and get this bonus content, we're still giving you 3 months free of Wondery Plus.
This is only available for a limited time, so get going, 92%ers. Visit Wondery.com/New Heights offer to redeem.
That's right.
And that was new news. A lot of new news, a lot of stuff happening. And shout out to Pumpkin Spice Lattes. New news brought to you by United Airlines.
Formerly Varney Airlines.
Varney Airlines.
Just learned that.
Shout out to Varney.
Shout out to Walter.
Where good leads the way. Let's move along to week 2 games. Shout out some fan mentions.
The Chiefs social team shared a clip where they asked the team what was the most random thing that you've purchased since being in the NFL, and a lot of you demanded some more explanation. I like watching these clips for the first time live and just getting a really authentic reaction.
It's the best.
Oh, I saw this clip.
There's a lot of random stuff. A lot.
Juicer?
I I got a GameCube too. Is that real?
I got real into paintings and plants.
Plants. Yep. Plants.
What a human-sized hamster ball. I don't know why. It is fun though.
Do you have it?
I don't think you ever shipped it because it couldn't get shipped.
Damn it, dude! Somebody
Remember,
has
you tried to ship it. That thing was heavy. It was
Dude,
like
that thing was
it's like hundreds of pounds.
It was like a fucking car.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck is this thing so heavy?
Can we find the whereabouts of this hamster ball?
We have to, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe that's a piece of bonus content.
Yeah, finding
Maybe not
all
the best for audio.
all the dumb shit I bought
great.
in my life. I don't know where it is. I thought I had it shipped to you, but if you don't have it, somebody's fucking having some fun with a human-sized hamster ball right now. There were some bowling pins too. It was a human-sized hamster ball and bowling pins.
We need to get this hamster ball because Wyatt's at an age where we could just shove her in that and just push her around all day. And
Oh yeah,
that
she'll lose
sounds
some
like a
energy.
great time. Yeah,
and it's like a safety box. That's
Yeah, you
why
can't even get
hamsters
hurt.
can go in there. Yeah, keeps them away from all the cats.
if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about those inflatable giant balls where
Yeah,
the inside is
human-sized hamster
hollow,
ball. Yeah.
and you kind of can go in there and run around and move. I mean, it's exactly what Travis is saying.
And that is by far the most random shit that I've ever bought.
You bought a lot of random stuff, Travis.
Dude, it's up there. But
Yeah.
that's probably the most
What's some
fun
other random
shit.
stuff?
Ah, man.
You're a big art collector.
Yeah, I do have a bunch. I got a bunch of trinkets. I just have shit.
Yeah.
I have so much shit. Loads and loads of shit.
I'm trying to think of like what else, like those red moon boots that
Those were free. Those I didn't
Those
buy
are free. You didn't buy
Yeah,
those?
somebody sent those. That's all I could think of. That's all I could think of when I read the questionnaire too.
I mean, that's the epitome of random thing. Should I take Zorb to some tailgates? There's got to be something we can do with the hamster ball at a tailgate or something like that.
Dude, we gotta find this thing or buy another one.
I mean, at this point, probably just buy another one, right?
Dude, don't buy it the way I bought it because that thing is way too fucking heavy.
Is that a business expense? Can we deduct that? Can we get like Wave or Wondery to pay for it so that we don't have to buy it because it's technically a prop?
Green jacket, gold jacket, who gives a shit? Just fucking buy that thing, dude. This is what it is. That's neither here nor there, dude.
That was so good.
God damn it. What we need to do is get that thing in the Lumbaby games. That's what we need to do.
That thing floats, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we could do something out in the water with something like that, right? All right, let's talk about some football. That's right. Bold topics to wrap up week 2 in the NFL, starting with Chiefs 26, Bengals 25. That's right. Chiefs found a way to get it done. Trev, you got any initial thoughts you want to talk about from the game? You guys found a way to get it done?
Yeah.
A close matchup, right?
Yeah. I mean, initial thoughts are we got to play better as an offense. I think the defense is playing their asses off, getting turnovers, finding a way to make opposing quarterbacks,
uncomfortable.
Yeah, comfortable, and they're really making it hard for them to throw the ball downfield with the type of pressures that we're getting and how good our coverage is right now. And I just think, we have to match that accountability on the offensive side to really become another Super Bowl caliber team. I put that on me. I think it starts with the leaders. I think it starts with making sure you're going with the right mentality. I didn't play my best. It spreads if you don't fix it. So I got to get that thing fixed, man.
What's going on in your head as the game is unfolding? And, Pat tried to go to you twice early on with some incompletions on the interception. And then you only have one catch. Like, what's going on in your head as this game is unfolding?
Well, there's a lot of things that have to go right for anybody to get the ball, outside of our running back where you're literally just handing it to him. If you want to catch the football, 1, it has to be the right play. 2, it has to be the right coverage. And 3, it has to be, everybody doing their job up front and on the back end in terms of running their routes for everything to kind of match up and be in sync. And, it's just for whatever reason, these past 2 games, it hasn't gone that way for me. And that's football, man. I'm not about to sit here and get frustrated about it. I used to get really, really pissed off and almost lose my cool a lot of the time from not having that success, knowing I demand that out of myself. And I demand, that I just like to play the game to such a high level of accountability that it's tough for me to
to deal with being mediocre or having stats that represent that. So I stopped caring about stats about 4 or 5 years ago, and I just went out there and started to just play free and wanted to play for my guys. And sure enough, I think that's a better mentality. You think about it more play by play and what your job is on that specific play. And I think moving forward, it's just, how can I be better in those moments? What's the issue? Am I not getting out of my route fast enough? Am I not, whatever the situation may be, it's all play specific anyways. But, you're always looking at the film, looking at the scheme and trying to, perfect it more and more each week. And, typically you see these kind of games earlier on, and then you keep trying to get better and better and more accountable for the guys around you, man.
Well, that's awesome. And I think that's a testament to where you're at in your career and why the Chiefs just feel like one of the most unselfish teams in the entire league. But
yeah,
probably the most amazing stat from the game. With the Chiefs win, the NFL teams are now 1 in 151 since 1991, when the team doesn't get 300 yards on offense, allows 21 plus points on defense, commits 3 plus turnovers, and convert 15% or less on third downs.
It's insane. Yeah.
It's pretty remarkable you guys won this game. And like you said, the defense, especially bone up in red zone situations, and Spags is, dude, I mean, he was so good last year, and it's gotten off to another great start for those guys.
Yeah.
Why do the Chiefs, besides the refs being on the Chiefs side, why do the Chiefs always find a way to close these close games out?
I think always is a stretch.
We had a close game last year.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys almost pulled that one out. Freaking almost catch late down the middle might have ended that one differently. But anyways,
yeah. And I think that when you have a veteran quarterback like Pat Mahomes, and he always gives you a chance to win it. So you always have confidence, and you always have, that in the back of your mind that, you can find a way to win this football game. I think that helps. I think Coach Reed, being in the league so long, and his leadership, his swagger, how he kind of leads the team on the sideline, you always feel like you're in it. You always know you got a chance, and he's going to put you in a really good position at the end of the game. I feel like we just have a team that plays really well together when the moment's bigger. Guys don't really, get anxious, or they don't let the moment get too big. They keep their composure, and they get more confident as the game goes on and it gets more intense. I felt that on the sideline, and sure enough, it was a weird ending, man. It was a weird ending. There were flags on both teams late. Obviously, the Bengals getting the last of that with the pass interference at the end, but we have to try to beat teams earlier than that last drive. And I think that's the biggest thing. Is shout out to the Bengals, their defense, the players over there are just, they're comfortable playing us, and they feel like they have a good idea of what we're doing. That's a huge challenge for us the next time we play them, man.
Absolutely. And it's a matchup that I was looking forward to, because all of these contests between you guys and the Bengals have been so close. With the Chiefs win, they've evened the record against Burrow and the Bengals at 3-3. 5 of the last 6 Cincy KC games have been decided by a field goal. That's how close these games have been. First half offense, Chiefs had a 16-play, 8-minute, 30-yard drive that ended in a field goal. I mean,
staggering, man.
It sucks. Putting all that work in, and credit to the Bengals for bowing up at the end of it. But when you go all that way and it just doesn't happen, it's frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
Yeah.
They also had 2 turnovers in the first half. But the play Chiefs fan loved to see was obviously the Pat connection to Rashee Rice on a 44-yard touchdown that tied the game. That was a
hell of a ball.
10-10. It was. It's very impressive. And we got the clip right here for you. Check it out. Protection's good. Way to go, Creed. Gosh, perfect ball. I mean, did he not think he was going to run past him? Was he not ready for that move?
I guess not.
All right. After a small drought, the long touchdown pass is back in KC. Mahomes has already thrown as many deep touchdown passes of 20-plus air yards this season, 2, as the previous 2 seasons combined. Wow. That's an insane stat.
Very interesting.
Between 2018 and 2022, nobody was bigger on the deep ball. Tyreek Hill might have had something to do with that, just probably.
I wonder who's now the best at it.
Mahomes
Is it Miami?
That's weird. Everybody that Tyreek plays for is the best quarterback. Mahomes threw 44 deep touchdowns, second most in that span. Yeah, was this the emphasis to bring that back to the offense? I really don't. I mean, I think I'm going to answer this for you. The way teams have been playing Kansas City, and really the way teams have been playing the NFL, if you look at quarterbacks across the league, all of the big plays for the last 2 seasons have been way down. Ever since the air raid attack that KC was implementing with Tyreek, and that other offenses starting to do these big shot plays, and defenses have adjusted by playing these softer coverages, a lot more too high looks, and making you take the underneath stuff and really dink and dunk down the field. And that's probably a bigger reason why these numbers have dropped off, besides losing Tyreek Hill, which is also a big part of it.
That, and I feel like there was a transition period where, obviously you always had big name cornerbacks since like Deion Sanders and Revis and those like special guys that would get the opportunities to try and lock up a wide receiver, one guy. There were only really like a handful of guys like that when I got in the league. Now I feel like corners are getting a lot better. Corners are starting to understand, what kind of routes, how guys are released. And I just feel like the defenses are evolving a lot. And on top of what you're saying, everybody's kind of just keeping that umbrella over the back end of the defense and kind of limiting those big plays downfield.
Absolutely.
As well as the second level guys. If those guys are backing up, the second level guys are getting a little bit more depth, and running backs and the underneath routes, the defense is like taught to like rally to those tackles instead of giving up the huge plays, man.
Absolutely. And it's something that's the kryptonite to that, which is why we're seeing it a lot in the NFL right now, is running the ball.
Yeah.
And you guys, that we mentioned that 8-minute, 30-second field goal drive. First half, you guys were running the ball all over them. It felt like you were really moving the ball on the ground well. And maybe that's why it opened up that big play for Rashid. Maybe they're like, hey, we got to try and stop this. Let's go to a single high look finally. Bengals took a 16-0 lead, or 16-10 lead into the half. And then coming out, second half, we get right to it with a thick 6.
Oh, yeah. Wanye.
I'm a big fan of the thick 6. Even though Trav was wide open too, it's okay. We're happy for the big fella to get the touchdown.
Always happy when a big fella gets in. He hit it too. You see his dance?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He had a great celebration, man. I don't know what he calls that, but he was getting it.
Marshall Newhouse on X. I was like, that's more than 3 pumps. That's a penalty.
That's a penalty. The old Key and Peele.
Yeah. On second and goal on the 1-yard line, Pat connects with O-lineman Wanya Morris for the touchdown, and the Chiefs take a 17-16 lead. Leo Chanel lined up next to Mahomes in the backfield. How about that? This guy does everything.
He's just a football guy, man.
Yeah, man.
Whatever you need, he gets it done.
Look at that stance.
Dude,
what is that stance? He's like ready
for a 4-point stance. Yeah,
looks like he's playing goal line defense right there.
He's just about to bear crawl. He's about to bear crawl into somebody.
Walk us through an O-line like eligible tackle play.
Well, you don't always have him in the game plan. It's one of those things where it's a play off of all the running and all the big boy stuff that you do, because you bring in an extra O-lineman to run the football. I mean, you don't bring him in to throw him a touchdown.
Well, that's what you wanted to think.
There you go. Yeah. So, and Wanya is athletic enough and smooth enough with the hands, and sure enough, he even said to me right before the play, he said, man, I was getting excited because I realized nobody was covering me.
Yeah.
I was just like, the fact that you actually know when you're covered and when you're not covered as a tackle, that's pretty good stuff.
Big man
but
move.
when you bring a linebacker in and a extra offensive lineman, I'm pretty sure it's a big time indicator for the defense that you're running the football. So it's a hell of a play call, hell of a call to draw up, or a play call to draw up at the right time.
You got to be a little sneaky as the tackle. You can't just run straight out. They know.
Oh, no, he ran straight out.
Oh, he did. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Nix that.
He said speed kills, Jason.
He didn't bluff blocking at all.
All eyes were in the backfield. They thought we were running it the whole time.
Well, you mentioned the celebration. Let's check out Morris here. Looking good, big fella.
Looking good.
The next Chief drive ended in, has to be the most impressive interception I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, I don't know if I've seen one. I definitely haven't seen one in game like this before in my life. That's one of those when somebody like hits like a home run in baseball,
or they hit one all the way to the warning track and somebody just goes up and robs them. And then the batter then tips his cap to the guys. It's like, dude, I'm not going to lie. That shit was sweet.
Impressive.
That's a hell of a fucking play, man.
Yeah. I don't know that anybody could have, like, I think everybody was just like, wow, you know what? Well done. Well
Respect.
One of the reasons it's so eye-catching is that most of the time on this sideline, with your left shoulder being the outside shoulder, a one-handed grab would be like more like grabbing it with your left hand. You know what I mean? The spin right makes it just insane.
Yeah, insane.
Phenomenal pick right here from Cam Taylor-Britt. And then the fourth quarter, defense comes up big. At the beginning of the fourth quarter, Joe Burrow is sacked by Mike Dana. Shout out, I think he just got
Mike Dana. Yes, sir.
Dana, sorry. Did he got a contract extension this year,
yes,
right?
He did. Yes,
he
did.
We talked about him
Very
being a
worthy.
important
Very
piece, similar to what you're talking about with Leo Chanel, able to do a lot. Mike Dana does a lot on that defense, moves a lot all over the place.
Forces a big fumble.
And it was recovered by safety Chamari Connor in return for a touchdown. That's always nice.
2-7, baby.
Right?
Dude, it is, especially at that point in the game, huge for the defense. I mean, you always set those expectations before the season on how many special teams scores you need, how many defensive touchdowns you need. And right now our defense is playing so goddamn good. For them to put up 6 points like that in such a tight game, in such a crucial game, especially with us not playing the way that we think we should on the offense or living up to our potential as an offense right now, I think obviously we're leaning on that side of that ball right now pretty heavy.
That was a huge play, huge turning moment in the game. And no shocker, the guy who kind of initiated this whole fiasco starting was Chris Jones. He's been really good. Surprise, surprise, through the first 2 weeks, applying a lot of pressure. He split 2 on that one. Check him out. Look at him in the backfield. Is this just expected from Chris at this point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even in the first week, I mean, he was like taking they had some new guys playing for Baltimore. He was just kind of moving around on, hey, whoever wants it can come get it. It's a frustrating day. No, you're supposed to be the 3 technique. Not you're supposed to be over here. You're supposed to be over there.
You do it all, man.
Per Next Gen Stats, Trent McDuffie aligned across Jamar Chase on 17 of 38 routes, 45% of the time, including 4 routes and press coverage. McDuffie allowed 1 reception for 4 yards on 2 targets as the nearest defender against Chase. Way to go, Trent. Solid game.
No, Trent's really playing great football. Our entire defense is really playing great football, man. Hats off to them keeping us above float. And man, we got to start playing up to our potential on offense because we got the guys, we got the ammo. We just got to get it done, man.
Well, it's always fun when you win games and you're not playing your best.
Yeah, that's when everyone says it's a good one to learn from.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Yep, it's a good one to learn from.
That sets us up for the game-winning drive. That's right. Chiefs get the ball back with 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And you guys are in 4th and 6 situation with 53 seconds left on the clock. Pat competes a deep pass to Rashee Rice, but it comes back. Trey Hendrickson was wreaking havoc all game long. And
yeah, man, he was fired up. At the end of the day, man, you can't put it in the ref's hands that late in the game. And that's for both of us, both sides of the ball. You know, yeah, obviously you want to play physical. You want to make sure you make that play. But if you're going to put it in the ref's hands, that you're playing with fire. It is what it is. You're just playing with fire, man. That's why as an offense, we got to make sure that we don't put ourselves in a position to where we have to score at the end of the game. Obviously, we still feel comfortable and confident that we can get it done. But if we can win the game before that, I mean, let's keep it out of the ref's hands. Let's keep it out of, the hands of just fate or things just not going our way. I think it's that's the mentality you got to have. And did we get lucky? Yeah, we got fortunate that they threw the flag at the end on that 4th and 16.
Yep.
I would love to make sure that we don't get ourselves in a situation like that again. Yeah,
especially 2 minutes. Whenever you're in a 2-minute drill, penalties, sacks, like these things are just like crucial that you don't do. Easier said than done when you're trying to block Trey Hendrickson. But yeah, that one almost killed you guys. And you guys get bailed out at 4th and 16 with 48 seconds left. Pat targets Rashee Rice again. But this time somebody arrives a little early. I don't even know how this is controversial. I really don't. Like, I get that people are frustrated with the officials and the Chiefs, I guess. But I mean, you can't run through a receiver's back and attempt to make a play on the ball. I really don't.
Can't do it. Just like on the play before that, you can't put your hands in someone's face while they're rushing. You just can't do
exactly.
it. It's the same thing. It's hands to the face, and then there's a pass interference, and it is what it is. But I can see how everybody's upset because it's
nobody likes a 4th down conversion that essentially is given to the Chiefs. But the reality is, like, what do you want the official to do? What do you want him to do? You want him to not call pass interference? Don't run through the guy's back. I don't know what.
Like I said, as Chiefs, as
when it's close,
offense,
when it's close, I get not calling it. This wasn't even close. Like, I don't really know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I agree. The game should be called tighter down the stretch, and we should avoid like questionable calls. But when it's to the point that the guy can't even make a play on the ball and touch it, like, what are we talking about?
You said it, man. I'm not going to argue for this point. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I think we need to fucking keep ourselves out of that situation, so we don't have to rely on the officials to make that fucking call. But sure enough, they made the call. Harrison Butker comes to save the day yet again. Harry for the win. Absolutely nails a 51-yard field goal. All of us had a lot of confidence in him, but always, there's always just that lingering feeling. You're just sitting there like, come on, Harry. Come on. You got to do it again for us, big guy, please. And sure enough, he came up big for us again, man. Absolutely.
Chiefs are now 2-0. Some disappointing news following the game, or maybe this was out right before, but Hollywood Brown was put on IR. It was before the game. It was right around game time. So Hollywood Brown was put on IR before the game, and unfortunately, Isaiah Pacheco is now injured and is going to miss about 6 to 8 with tibia or fibula, one of those two.
I think it's it's fibia. It's
one of those.
One. Yeah,
that was an aggressive hit. Even when it happened, I was like, oh my gosh! You could see that he just had a guy in his legs and he just kind of got folded over top of it. But hopefully, Pop comes back.
That sucks, man. He's been playing unbelievable football, man. High energy, just a guy you love blocking for, you love playing the game for, you love playing the game with, man. It's just, an all-time teammate of mine, man. I love Pop, and it sucks that, how well he's playing and how comfortable and how fast he's moving right now with the ball in his hands, that he has a setback like this, but I expect him to be back better than ever in 68 weeks, man.
On to next week. You guys have the Falcons in Atlanta. Trav, the last time you played the Falcons, the Chiefs won both games. Actually, you played them twice in your career only. Wow. 2016 and 2020. Chiefs won both games. The last time you played the Falcons in Atlanta, it was at the Georgia Dome, December 2016. 8 receptions for 140 yards. That's a good day, Trav. There we go.
Ooh, damn. It's been that long since I played in Atlanta. I guess I had a few preseason games there, but I haven't played a regular season game in Atlanta yet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, yeah, I remember that one. I think that was the first My Cause, My Cleats game, actually.
Oh, wow. How about that?
That's how long ago that thing was.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck in Atlanta.
Shout out to Eric Berry and that pick 6.
Down in the ATL. Whew. Atlanta loves me right now. LeBron's stat of the game. Patrick Mahomes has 2,424 completions in 98 career starts and surpassed Matthew Stafford for the most completions by a player in his first 100 career starts in NFL history.
It's good company.
Yeah, definitely good company. We also got to talk about your historic streak, Trav. I know the game didn't go the way you wanted it to as far as receptions, and unfortunately it ends the longest NFL streak in history with a player receiving at least 3 catches. That's right. Sunday marked the first game since September of 2018 where Travis Kelce did not get at least 3 catches. It snaps a streak of 114 games, the longest streak by any player in NFL history. Not only is that the longest streak, the next closest is our guy Antonio Brown with 81. Mahomes' quote, we played 2 opponents. We play a lot, and they have a plan on how they're going to account and defend Travis. But as the season goes, he's going to get his catches and he's going to get his yards. So,
yeah. And I could have played better, man. It is what it is.
All right.
Could have played better. Could have ran better routes. Could have got out of my breaks a little bit faster. Knowing Hendricks was on one. And it's just, you see things, Monday morning quarterback. You see things better after the game and realize how you can play better and be better for your teammates. And sure enough, I've always had that accountability. I've always been my worst critic, and I'm going to, remain my worst critic. I think that I can improve a lot for my guys and be there for Pat in
a lot of different situations. But like I was saying earlier, it takes a lot of things to go right for somebody to get the football. I'm just fortunate that Coach Reed and this offensive staff has given me that opportunity and, has the confidence that I'll be able to get it done.
I love it. Love it.
All right, now let's move on to some Monday Night Football at the Link, where you get everything Jason Kelce.
Dude, there's a lot of Jason Kelce.
Dude, and the people loved it. They actually they wanted more of Jason Kelce because they wanted to not only see you hype up those birds before the game, but they wanted to see you answer all the questions.
Yeah, that's right.
That they had for you after.
Atlanta had to deal with me for 4 hours before things got rough for the Eagles, and they were like, "Oh no, come back in the booth, Jason. Where are you at now?
Jason, answer us what happened."
And rightfully so. Listen, I want to apologize to Falcons fans watching because I understand that you just had to watch just a Philadelphia celebration in a parade of a former player coming back home.
We all deserve to see that. That was what people wanted to see. ESPN did a great job.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I want to apologize, but I'm not going to because it was fucking awesome. I'm just going to let you know it was a lot of fun. That's the first one. First time. I mean, how crazy is the first time I'm back in the building? I'm commenting on a game. Shout out to Roger Goodell for scheduling that one, or whoever was in charge at NFL headquarters for making that happen. Even if we're going to get to it, but before the game, being out in the parking lot, the countdown, being up in the booth with Joe and Troy. I mean, it was really, really awesome for me. So selfishly, I am like just beyond happy that was kind of how I get to remember my first time being in the Link, not as a player.
It was so cool, man.
At the same time, I fully understand why a bunch of Atlanta people hate my guts right now. So I apologize.
Well, let's get to it, baby. Jason's Monday night homecoming. That's right. We went back to Philly, headed back to the Link for the first time since he was playing there for a little Eagles Atlanta Monday Night Football action. And just like any homecoming, it was about the pregame, and boy, oh boy, did you not disappoint. And by the way, Philly did not disappoint because you weren't the only one there. It was an entire showing of how faithful those birds are and how excited they are about this football team and how good this football team could be. And you made it to the Eagles tailgate.
That's right.
And made sure to hand out some garage beers.
I remember what section, what I think it was like C2 or something like that. I can't remember where this was in the parking lot.
I'm surprised you remember any of this, Jason. I thought you were going to black out. I've seen those dance moves before that we're about to get to, and typically those sober.
I know you don't believe me.
No,
I was not drinking until
after
those
the game. Knees don't work like that.
At the end
sober.
of it, I promise you, I don't know how I did that because I've never done that.
Everybody knows sober. You don't have rhythm until you have like
Travis,
10 beers.
Hey, I'm letting you know right now.
I could tell by the way you were talking in the third quarter in the booth that you had been in an up and down roller coaster of being in and out of being drunk since about noon.
Zero beers.
Dude, I could
tell you. How hard it was to throw garage beers? I threw probably 100 beers. I'm not exaggerating, from a pickup truck and didn't drink one. Do you know how hard that was?
It's a feat I don't think you've ever accomplished before.
I'm a professional, Travis. I don't mess around.
I respect it.
No, this tailgate was awesome. A bunch of these guys had been to the golf outing, right? So, Dallas Sucks, Maniac Malloy, Shoulder Pad Sean, and my guy Dumphy. All these guys had been around. And I wanted to, I'm like, man, I've seen these guys at all these events throughout the years. They've cheered me on. I want to be out there with these guys. I don't know how we got to like throwing garage beers. I think I got up on the top of the truck where they were smoking an alligator, which is pretty gnarly. I don't know if you ever seen a smoked alligator covered in bacon.
The fuck did Philadelphians get an alligator?
I don't know. I don't know that. I think that they just kind of do it. I
remember having alligator one time. And it was when
fried alligator when we were down in Florida.
Yeah, we went to like that county fair down in Florida, and they had gator nuggets.
Yes, and they were delicious.
They were fucking phenomenal.
Yes,
and that was the first time I was like, "Damn, I didn't know people were out here eating gator like this." That's what we're doing down here. We're just catching gators like we're catching fish, just going out there and fucking reeling them onto the boat and putting them over a fire.
That's right.
Very interesting.
Well, they've smoked it all day. It was delicious. They like stuffed it with like cheese and whatnot, covered it in bacon.
Oh my God.
I was getting different pieces. I was getting the tenderloins. I ate a piece of the cheek right off of the freaking face of it. It just tastes like lobster almost. It was delicious. It was very good.
What the fuck?
It's kind of like a lobstery chicken.
I don't want to hear that. You're ruining my day by telling me this shit.
It was good. Just letting you know.
I'm in on just about fried anything. Fried gator is probably as far as I'll go on the gator train.
All right.
But either way, sounds very eventful because you don't always have gator at tailgates up in the Northeast.
It's not a regional delicacy. But either way, it certainly was an event. They also had cheesesteaks. They had a bunch of food at this tailgate. It was incredible. The fans were into it. Everybody's getting ready for Monday Night Football. And we just so happened to have like 1,000 garage beers. So I just started putting them in koozies and chucking them like grenades.
Yeah, because koozies are it's like bubble wrap. It's safe.
I was basically, yeah, exactly. I was basically playing jackpot with an entire parking lot of Eagles fans.
Throwing full beers might as well be assault.
I mean, none of them. I was making eye contact. I almost took out a Jeep window, but I was making eye contact. Crushed a moonroof. It might be cracked, but it was electric.
Dude, throwing beers further than like 20 yards, 15 yards is, dude, that thing, that's dangerous.
No, it's got the koozie on it. It's wrapped in koozie.
There you go.
Soft.
Nice little, yeah.
It reminded me of the parade.
Every
when you're
time
on
the parade comes around, you're
people
on the floaty,
are throwing
the
you beers. So it felt like it had been reversed. Like,
dangerous.
now it's time to throw the beers the other way.
Catch this wrath.
Dude, but I was making eye contact. There were some, not going to lie, there's some talented people in that parking lot catching beers. I don't know if they can catch footballs, but if some of these guys can catch footballs as good as they catch beers, they might want to try out for the Eagles.
You fucking idiot. We also got to look at some new moves. Jason showing off some moves. One move that is actually new to me. I've only seen you hit one of these two moves before.
I said, that's a new move.
That is 100% a new move. I haven't seen that one yet.
Kylie said it's the same as the stomp move. She said it's just a different variation of your stomp.
Yeah, which means it's a new move. This stomp though, the running
man. It wasn't my best running man. I've been better at running man. So
those knees are getting up though. That's what I'm saying. These knees and this kind of bounce doesn't work unless you have like 10 beers, dude. Those knees are shattering if you're fucking doing it with no fucking fuel in you.
What happened is we were supposed to be on that stage to start countdown, and I walked over there way too early. I had to kill 30 minutes before the show started, and I'm just up there with these DJs just standing there. I'm like, I gotta do something up here. I can't just stand here like a jamoke. I gotta bring the energy.
Oh, you brought it, dude.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Dude, it's golden.
Do you know, like,
dude, you have the greatest running man of all time, dude.
Do you know how devastating it is to?
Oh my god!
Do you know how
so fucking good, dude?
Do you know how devastating it is?
I keep watching it and I keep crying, laughing, man. I was so proud. Everyone thinks I'm the dancer. Dude, you are the fucking most electric dancer I've ever met in my life. You can put a smile on anybody's face by dancing, dude. It is so good. And when you get in that mode where you go full send, oh my gosh. Woo! Thank you for that. I'll have that forever. I'll have that in my back pocket on a fucking cloudy day. And I'll just be able to fucking have happiness. That shit was so good. Do you know how
devastating it is to open X and just see a bunch of people quoting tweets of you dancing and putting clown emojis above you?
Dude, the running man looks like you're like, you know, when they put shoes on a dog for the first time?
Yeah.
And they're just like fucking trying to figure out how to step in those things.
Yeah.
Dude. But they're like getting like their knees. Oh, dude, it was so fucking good, man.
Just countless people quoting a picture of you dancing and saying, this is a full-grown adult male with kids. And he's doing this in public.
And it's
I'm like, you know what? I mean, you got a good point. It's ridiculous. I don't know that I got a rebuttal for that. Stop showing this.
It's so good.
Are we going to be able to Are we going to be able to have the sound? It looks so much worse without the sound. It's going to look terrible. It doesn't make any sense. The sound doesn't, I mean, it doesn't make it that much better. It's still ridiculous, but.
God damn it. That's so good. Well, it was so good. Even Pat Mahomes had to get a little comment in there on X saying with a lot of the crying emojis, go crazy then, Jay Kels. And that is what you did, man. You snapped. You went crazy on them and gave the people what they wanted.
Pat's seen these dance moves up close and personal.
This is why ESPN hired you, Jason.
This is why.
You're doing them.
Are you an expert at football? Yes.
Kind of.
I mean, kind of, I guess.
These moves cannot be reenacted by anybody else. Nobody else can do these fucking moves, I promise you. Jason is the only one. And you look good doing it because of the jumpsuit Big Dom gave you. Hooked you up with the South Philly tuxedo, green velour tracksuit. Did you feel as Italian as you looked?
Dude, I feel like, you know, when you dress up in a uniform, you feel like more official. I felt like more official.
That's exactly why I dress up. That's why I dress up. That's
no,
the
but
feeling I get
when you dress up as like in like a uniform, like if you dress up as like a police officer, you kind of feel like you're right.
Yeah, but a good two-piece, a good two-piece that'll make you feel like you're in costume.
Yeah. When I was dressed as a South Philadelphian in this velour jumpsuit, which by the way, velour not very breathable. Dancing around like that, I was full sweating. My man Marcus Spears had me covered with the towel on the set. He was like, "Hey, take this. You're gonna want to this
fellow big sweater."
Yeah, he knows. He knows what it's about. But yeah, Dom hooking it up. We had to sew on these Italian flags because it was really an Eagles tracksuit. But you can't have. They didn't want me to have like an Eagles thing on, which I get. You know, don't want to show any bias. We didn't do that a lot.
We didn't. We were very biased that day.
That's
the Eagles patches are way too much. The chants, you can do the chants all day. Though.
Yeah. You can actively be cheering.
Philly.
You can
Philly. Yeah, like,
you can actively be cheering for the Eagles in the booth. Oh, he's in. Yes. He got in, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to say that.
So good.
I think the Italian flags really set it to another level. Had some nice chains on. It was a fun look.
You look great. Shout out to Big Dom for getting you some swag.
And a lot more. Shout out to Big Dom for everything.
Then we got to see why Jason is making Monday Night Countdown the greatest show on TV. And dude, it was fun seeing you in your element, but even last week, man, it's cool to see that you are now one of the guys that is driving the love of sports.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was so cool to hear that you were getting offered by everybody and you were kind of torn between a couple different networks. But when you chose ESPN, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, man, he's going to be like a Chris Berman. He's going to be like a SVP. He's going to be like a Rich Eisen and growing up and fueling that love for the sport of football. And I just, you know, I was so fucking proud of seeing you doing it last week in San Fran, and even this being in your moment with Fletcher Cox and Nick Foles,
yeah, baby,
doing the Eagles chant before the game, to even being in the booth with Aikman and Joe Buck, two legendary guys in the booth, and obviously a Hall of Famer in Aikman. It's just it's so cool seeing you in this moment and seeing you in this next phase of life in football. And man, I just couldn't be more proud of you, brother. The shit's
absolutely,
fun,
man.
It's fun to watch.
I appreciate it. I really do. I think first week, definitely nervous. This week, there was so much going on. I was nervous a little bit. It's interesting being up there. You're trying to say the right thing and get things, formulate responses in real time. It's difficult. There's a whole new respect that I have for anybody that does this. Like it's difficult. The pre-show is difficult. The booth, I mean, Joe and Troy, going up there with those guys was trying to fit in. And I was like, man, I don't want to.
You don't want to overstep. Yeah, I can.
You don't want to overstep, but also there's a chemistry between calling a game with the play-by-play and the color guy. And they have it down pat better than anybody. And tell me if I'm being an idiot. Yeah, it's like, it was very, very humbling to be up there.
Coach me up.
Yes.
Coach me up. Dude, I'm here to get coached. I don't want to, I can definitely respect that. I feel like I took that mentality this offseason in a lot of the different I don't know,
acting roles and
acting, all that shit. Everything that I did in the offseason, I was like, yeah, just let me not fuck this up.
Yeah.
Coach me up, tell me how to go about this. And I think that's the right mentality. But at the same time, man, trust your gut, man. You're fun as hell to listen to. And as much as the Falcons fans probably didn't want to see you chanting Eagles and doing all that, you can't tell me they weren't enjoying that shit, man. Because you do it in the right way. I
think they get it. They get that I was an Eagles fan. I mean, it's unfortunate for them on a national broadcast but it was one time, right? We're going to get back to, I'm trying, and I really wanted to offer unbiased opinions for the Falcons, who I thought played a fantastic game, and we'll get to that shortly. But this was really cool to be back in Philadelphia. It was awesome, and this is probably the one chance I got to kind of solidify my retirement as a player. And to be up on stage with Fletcher Cox, a guy that retired the same year as me, Nick Foles, I mean, a guy that I won a Super Bowl with, Super Bowl MVP, and then all the fans, it was really, really fun moment. So I can't thank ESPN enough for, I don't know, man, just like letting this all happen. I don't know. It was like,
no, I hear you. I hear you. It seems a little much, but they definitely, they looked out for you. And I think it was a great look for ESPN, and it made everybody really excited to watch Monday Night Football, not only yesterday or last week, but in the future, man. You guys are doing a great job, and don't want to not give credit where it's due. SVP, Ryan Clark, and Spears. I mean, those guys are the fucking best, man. I love seeing all you guys throughout the game and throughout the evening talk about ball, and you guys always have great takes on it, man. So shout out to the Monday Night crew. We also had, speaking of Eagles fans that you were just thanking that were there, Big Rod Dunphy, the Eagles super fan on stage, and Jason forced him to do a chest bump. You forced him. I heard you on the mic. You forced him. You said, no, we're doing this.
We talked about it beforehand. We were both excited about it. And I was just calling, like, come on, we're doing this. We're getting it done. Dude, Dunphy's
forced me. Said, get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. You move. Iconic. You move. You ready? Let's do this. Oh, nice 3-point stance by the big guy up top. And
man,
in quotes from Big Dunphy, fucked my whole knee up, but it was so worth it.
Yeah, it's not funny. He's the funny thing was he texted me after I was asking about him, and because I didn't know that happened until afterwards. I see on Twitter.
He has also tweeted that he waited until after the game to get it checked out.
Dude, he stayed the whole game. That's gotta be a good sign, right?
I can't leave. This is first Monday Night Football
game. The
Birds
home opener.
I can't miss this one.
The guy's fucking electric.
Said it was so worth it. Yeah, I mean, it was an electric chest bump. It's a big dude chest bump.
Bro, I chest bumped the fucking Philly superfan with the fucking Phillies fanatic snout over his back. Are you kidding me? That thing was awesome. That was. I mean, I hate that he got hurt on it, but he's a fucking legend, though.
Well, moving on to the to another part of the pregame show was your interview with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, baby.
You guys it was awesome to see the interview because you guys just have so much respect for each other, and you guys could tell that everyone could tell how close you guys were when you played, and you're just so appreciative of each other's, work ethic and leadership, and I don't know, it was just really cool, man.
I don't know. I mean, he was more loose than I was. I'm in the interview and he's calming me down, which is just like, I don't know. I think, like you said, there's so much familiarity there. I think he knows that I'm the one who's doing something. He's done 1,000 interviews. There ain't nothing new for him. now I'm on the opposite side asking these questions, and he kept it light for me. So it was awesome. It was really cool to chop it up with him.
Yeah, it's a different world.
It was interesting. It was weird being in that bubble and sitting across from a teammate.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
He'll get more normal, but I thought it was great. The tone that he had freaking made, and it was just like when we played. I don't know, man. He's just got a way about him. He really does.
Well, let's get into the game a little bit then. The Eagles 21, Falcons 22 on Monday Night Football. Not the way the Eagles planned it, and it came down to a play call here, a play call there, or a big play made here or there, and it just didn't go their way down the stretch, man. Falcons come back and steal the win on a Kirk Cousins 2-minute drill, ending with a TD pass to Drake London, and obviously that Jalen Hurts interception there after that with just seconds left. The initial thoughts on the game, brother?
Listen, it was a great game. It was.
It was.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
think
fun
it
one
was.
to watch.
Both offenses kind of struggled early on and started to catch their stride right towards the end of the first half. And then in the second half, it felt like both offenses were functioning really well. The offensive lines of both sides really controlled the line of scrimmage, I felt like. I think in particular, I got to give Atlanta, like, you watch that first game that Atlanta played against Pittsburgh, and TJ Watt and Cam Hayward were giving that offense a lot of issues. Everybody's talking about Kirk Cousins, and he's not the same quarterback. He can't move anymore. There was a lot of narratives out there after week one.
Yeah, well, prove that wrong.
And they got him up under center, got him into doing a lot of things that he's probably more familiar with throughout his career. But really the big thing was, bro, they were running the ball, and they were giving him a lot of time back there. And I think that offensive line, that was a big bounce back game for Atlanta. In particular, they're running outside zone. I mean, that was a clinic tape of outside zone.
Yeah.
Cutting on the backside.
It was a battle of two really good fucking running backs.
Yeah.
And really good offensive lines. They get after it, man. I keep looking at the Eagles' offensive line, and I'm like, dude, since you left, they have become the biggest offensive line in the world.
Well, I think they were already enormous. But yeah, adding Mekhi Becton.
Holy shit.
It's a big wall.
Every single one of them. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Eagles were without their star wide receiver, A.J. Brown, with a hamstring, unfortunately. But Jalen Hurts played pretty well up until that last drive, man. Jalen went 23 of 30 for 183 yards and 1 touchdown, 85 yards on the ground with a touchdown. Saquon in his Philly debut, although he had that drop there at the end, 116 total yards, which is exactly what you expect out of him. The guy can do it, can beat you every single way. I don't see him dropping that ball ever again in that situation. He's such a good player, man. It kind of rips your heart out when something like that happens.
He's such a big piece for the offense, and that was an underrated thing that really didn't get discussed at the end of last year. You know, obviously we struggled with the blitz, and that was the main narrative the last 2 games of the season. But another big piece is A.J. Brown's hurt, and I just think he's an equalizer, man. He's one of those guys, Alshon Jeffrey used to say it, even when I'm covered, I'm not, where like at any time he's there and you can throw that ball up to him and he can make a play on it. And, it opened it up a little bit for Smitty, which I don't know that I've had a teammate that I respect more in my career in Philadelphia. There's guys I respect as much, but Slim he's just such an awesome dude. So happy that he got a little bit more.
Seeing him eat last night. Yeah. He was killing it.
Yeah. Jalen, I thought, was a lot more composed. I thought he played great. And even the rushing yards, like the scrambles, it felt like he was trusting the pocket more, staying in there. And then he would push up when it wasn't there. And it just felt like, he was doing a lot better throughout the game. I know everybody wants to talk about the last interception at the end of the game. You're pushing to make a play. He's getting hit while he's throwing it. I thought he was really good in his decisions he made and his comfort and poise in the pocket in week 2. I thought it was impressive.
I'm right there with you, man. I just watched the game today, knowing that we played the Falcons this week. Watched it start to finish. I thought he played fucking awesome. Thought he made some unbelievable throws, especially over the middle and tight windows. His touchdown to Skinny Batman.
He put one ball to Calcaterra early where like it really was kind of guarded. He just threw it in the right spot to where Calcaterra could go make a play on it. But yeah.
You're spot on, man. And I just think that the Eagles fan base, you guys don't need to get too worried, man. Everybody knows that it probably should have went in their way, but hats off to the Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing everybody's talking about is the end, right?
Yeah, of course.
And that's what Falcons fans sure wanted me up there in the booth probably when things weren't going as well. But 4-minute drill, it feels like teams, and I don't know where you guys stand on this, but like it used to be just conventional, like run out as much time as possible. You don't really try and throw it in certain situations, especially once the other team's out of timeouts. And the big question that everybody's talking about is that 3rd down and 3. They elect to go with a roll pass where the running back is into the flat right now. And I understand. You run it, you're going to guarantee you're going to take off 40 seconds.
Moving. Yeah.
Yes, I get it. And that's big in that situation. And I think it's hard to argue against. But I also think that roll pass is kind of a conservative, because if it's not there, Jalen is going down and you're going to get the time, or he's going to run. and you're going to get that's only going to be thrown if it's wide open, which it was. Like, it was the perfect play call. And the percentage chance that a wide open pass to Saquon Barkley is getting dropped like that, I just think that's got to be pretty low.
Very low.
Like, if you told me before the play, we can either run it and we don't know how many yards we're going to get, or we can have Saquon wide open in the flat to catch a ball and win the game, I'm probably taking that throw if he's wide open in the flat.
Yeah.
Because you don't.
At the same time, you guys got one of the best offensive lines in the league.
Yeah. And Tony, and I will say, Tony Dungy brought up a great point with this. With us, it's not even 3rd and 3, it's 3rd and 2. Because if you get 2 yards, you're sneaking it on that 4th down. You're not even giving them a chance. I don't know, man. It sucks. I think, but we've been seeing more and more of these decisions to throw it in these 4-minute situations because more and more offenses are getting aggressive. They don't want to give the ball back. We actually did it last week. The week right before this against Green Bay, we elected to throw a slant route. And I think I forget who was announcing that game, but they were like, are they going to pass this? Like, it was obvious, like, hey, we're running this ball out. And they completed it and it ended up being a huge completion because we picked up the first down. We ended up fumbling it on the 1 yard line in tush push territory. And, but I think, it feels like more teams are passing in these situations now than they ever have. But I don't know. A lot of this comes down to like game theory and analytics. And I don't know half of this stuff. I know the safe call is to run it.
The guys,
and to keep that
the guys
clock
that
moving.
do know this shit are the guys calling the plays. And it was wide open. And I hate to say this for Saquon because I love the guy and everything, but it just is what it is. He's got to come up with it, and I think he knows that. And
here's the worst part about it.
Here's the worst part of the day. You win, and you put the game in your defense's hands, and the defense has to make a stop. It is what it is. You can't throw it all on Saquon. You can't throw it all on the play call and things like that. Like, you guys had another chance, and Kirk Cousins just, he showed everybody why Atlanta paid him $180 million.
Listen, hats off to Atlanta. They played a fantastic game. I'm not trying to like they earned that win. No, like, two ways about it. To march down the field there at the end with Kirk, to take all the criticism that Kirk and that team faced going into that game, coming off of the Steelers loss, that was a big statement game. Offensive line, huge bounce back game for those guys. They played fantastic up front for the Falcons.
I'm with you, man.
I don't think I've seen, I might have mentioned this already. I don't think I've seen cut blocking like that at this day. Like, you don't see people on the backside cut anymore. Chris Lindstrom was a cutting machine, and that ball kept winding back when it wasn't hitting front side. I mean, it was an impressive performance by the Falcons offensive line. It was an impressive bounce back game for Kirk. The coaching staff adjusted wonderfully. They got him under center, got him into things that he's done well his whole career. Listen, I'm obviously an Eagles homer, but I'll give the Falcons credit all day. They played their ass off. And to come into Philly after a game like that, that's a tough matchup. They answered the bell for sure.
Well, with 1:40 left, Kirk Cousins drives 70 yards, gets the go-ahead touchdown to a great route ran by London. And with 34 seconds left, the Eagles did have a final drive. And I'm not going to lie, man, with a couple timeouts in your back pocket.
It's enough time to get a field goal.
100%.
I was kind of waiting to see if they were going to pull this off.
Yeah.
Not kind of. I was. I fully expected Jalen.
I had a little juice that Jalen was going to find a way, man. And I'm sure he wishes he had that one back, looking back on it on film. But at the same time, throwing it up to Skinny Batman's always a pretty good chance.
Did he get hit as he was? I mean, I know he was getting hit pretty much while he was throwing. Did that affect the ball? I don't know.
I have no idea. Either way,
it looked like in real time.
The final drive ends in an interception to Bates. Any final thoughts, brother?
No, like I said, I kind of closed it out. I thought Atlanta played a really, really good game up front. I thought the Birds played well on offense.
I thought the Birds played well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both teams did a good job in the red zone of keeping guys out for the most part, but then the offenses got going there towards the end of the game, and Atlanta just executed a little bit better. We talk about this, these mistakes, like, this is the margin of victory in the NFL. And you guys, the Chiefs operate so well in these end of game situations at being disciplined and not beating themselves. when it's this close, the teams that do that better ultimately end up winning more games in this league. And it's just frustrating because it was right there. But outstanding game by Atlanta. It was right there for them too, and they were the ones that capitalized. So shout out to Kirk. Shout out to that whole offense. Shout out to Raheem Morris. They got it done.
And I know it ended up like it did, but at the same time, I'm putting the ball in Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley's hands at the end of the game to win it. Even after that kind of game, those guys have the ability to finish it off and get the wins, and I don't think that trust is going to waver either way. I think you guys got everything you need to be a great team over there, man.
Right.
All right, Birds have the Saints down in New Orleans next week. How do the Eagles bounce back after that game?
Listen, I don't know that there's a hotter team in the NFL right now than New Orleans. You see what they did to Dallas this last week?
And Panthers.
Well, the Panthers one was like, it's the Panthers. But I'm just being honest. Like I think everybody after the Panthers win, they blew them out, which is impressive. Anytime you blow out an NFL team, that's impressive. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
So it was an impressive win, but Derek Carr, when he's on, he is a very good quarterback when he is on.
Oh, I know.
But this week in Dallas, you know how good Dallas has been in Dallas? I don't think they lost a home game outside of the playoff game last year. Like that, the Cowboys in Dallas have been very formidable, and they went in there and just put a whooping on them. I don't know. There's a hotter team right now than New Orleans in the country. This is a huge test and a huge game for the Eagles to try and bounce back from. Their offense right now, I'm a big fan. They're doing the same thing with this. Like they got to figure out how to stop outside zone because that's all freaking the Saints ran again. I mean, not all, but yeah, Dallas got a heavy dosing of outside zone with Kamara, boot, shots down the field. Like you better be ready. It's coming. So they're going to have to
stress. They're going to stress you east and west.
If I know Vic, there's going to be some accountability being held. That's for dang sure. And they got the guys. They just got to execute. Come on now. Let's move on. We're going to get to the biggest storylines from across the league outside of those two games in week 2 right now. Big on close games. 11 games were decided by one score, including 5 that featured the game-winning score in the final minute of regulation or in OT. One of those close games was record-breaking in a Buns way. Unfortunate for the Giants, I suppose. The Giants lost to the Commanders 21-18 and became the first team in NFL history to score 3+ touchdowns, allowed no touchdowns, and lose in regulation.
Damn.
The Commanders only had field goals and got 21 points. Oh, they probably had a defensive touchdown?
I think there were a few different other ways they scored.
Yeah, had to be, right? They didn't kick 7 field goals, right? Anybody?
Waiting on Brandon?
You are the slowest Googler.
Man, it's not a quick hand.
I could have already found this out on my ESPN app. Have you ever seen 7 field goals in a game? I've seen like maybe 5 tops. That's a lot of field goals.
It's a fuck ton of field goals. I feel like we've had something close, but I don't know about 7.
They got to find a way to get in the end zone if they're kicking 7.
Yeah, shit. I feel you on that.
Or not. Apparently you win the game still.
There you go.
There are also a few blowouts this week. Derek Carr and the Saints, we already talked about it, blew out the Cowboys 44-19. Saints, and the Cowboys look great against Cleveland in week 1. So, are the Saints, are the mighty Saints?
The Saints, baby.
Alvin Kamara. Do you know Alvin? They told me right before I went on air, it's not Kamara, it's Kamara. Is that right?
Alvin Kamara.
I thought it was Kamara for my whole freaking life. Alvin Kamara scored 4 touchdowns in the win.
AK
won the Hemi Award there
baby.
on the Monday Night Football broadcast. The Saints
He's one of the smoothest athletes I've ever fucking seen.
I love watching him run. I really do. As annoying as it has been playing big games against that guy.
It is so cool, man.
And I think the shoes, like the cleats he wears, like exacerbates it. You know what I mean? Something about wearing like a light colored shoe or a colored shoe when you're running, it just like looks
like
different.
NBA Jam when you had turbo on.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. Oh my gosh. You just hit the nail on the head. He's on fire. Man. He's got the turbo.
Unlimited turbo, yeah.
Unlimited turbo G code.
Yeah.
Saints scored 47 points in week 1 and had 44 points in week 2. They now have 91 points this season, the most by a team in its first 2 games in 15 years. So they're doing something right down there. I really dig what is it Clint Kubiak, the OC it's Gary Kubiak's son.
Yeah.
Dude, he's doing something right down there. And Derek Carr has been, he's
playing lights out.
He has showed his whole career, this upside. It's just been like inconsistent a little bit when he was in Oakland, or I guess Vegas now. But man, his first 2 games have been pretty dang good across the board for those guys.
Oh yeah.
They're looking good.
Gotta
Cardinals
love that.
Right?
Gotta love that. No, we play them in like 3 weeks.
Do you? Is that
Monday?
Is that the Monday night game? That's the Monday night game.
Monday Night Football. Yes, it is, Jason. Right. I'll see you there.
Cardinals took down the Rams 41-10. I got to say, Kyler Murray, I have not been this, especially with the injuries that the Rams have right now. I mean, the Rams are not, they got a lot going on in their own organization right now in terms of like players injured, and they've lost like maybe 3 or 4 offensive linemen. Puka's out. Like they're struggling right now. They're limping around a little bit, but that doesn't change the fact that Kyler Murray, it's been an up and down for his career to start. Dude, I don't know that he was throwing some balls and making some plays that were just out of this world. He was incredible.
Bro, he's always been an electric player to watch.
Dude. But I
mean, always, and he's a gamer.
Accuracy,
you know what I mean?
like he was putting some of these balls. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Fucking rifle.
Yeah. It was very impressive.
He might be a little guy, but don't think he can't fucking sling that ball around, man.
There's always been questions about his committedness towards football, to be honest. I think
committedness, nice.
I mean, we're being honest. I mean, they used to track his iPad usage,
you've been
right?
Killing
they
it
were
with
like,
your vocabulary today.
There were reports coming out that he wasn't watching tape because they were tracking his iPad usage or some crap. All I know is that I've heard through the grapevine that he's like recommitted himself in a different way this year. And if that's the case, and he can continue to do what he did yesterday, or this week, the Cardinals are very, very good.
Damn straight they are.
Yeah.
Cardinals wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. became the first rookie with at least 4 catches, 2 touchdowns in the first quarter of a game since his dad, Marvin Harrison Sr. in 1996, which I don't even know if his name is Marvin Harrison Sr. I just know him as
Marvin
Harrison.
Marvin Harrison.
There you go. Which is it's a stat that means absolutely nothing other than he broke a stat that his dad had.
How does that work? If you're Marvin Harrison, do you automatically become Marvin Harrison Sr. when you have a son that becomes Marvin Harrison Jr.?
No. Our grandfather's name was Don Blaylock. Our uncle's name was Don Blaylock.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think Uncle Don's a junior.
No, he's not.
All right. Well, this isn't really helping us analyze week 2, so let's move on. That was a big bounce back game for Marvin Harrison Jr., though. He, after struggling week 1, big game this week.
We also got a couple upsets. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs take down the Lions. A lot of people didn't see that one coming, but Baker's playing lights out, baby. He's rolling, and he's got the Bucs rolling. They're 2-0 start this season. The Lions didn't look terrible, but didn't look great. You know, I think the Bucs just got after him a little bit.
SVP brought it up on the countdown show, but Todd Bowles, man, he's a great equalizer. He's just such a great coordinator.
God damn it, that guy's good, man.
He can scheme up a run game, and like, as great as the Lions are and as good as their offensive line is, and I'm sure that there's plenty of points that they probably had opportunities in this game. Detroit, like if you're shutting down their run game, it can make it difficult. And I mean, Todd is just an incredible coordinator. He really is. And this was an outstanding win for these guys on the road in Detroit, right? Yeah. I mean, come on.
Shout out to Bowles. Gotta love playing them in a few weeks too. Sam Darnold led the Vikings to a 23-17 win over the 49ers.
How about that?
Probably the one game this weekend that I definitely didn't see coming. I thought Sam Darnold has always been a really good quarterback. You know, I think he kind of had some blows over there in Carolina his rookie year or his first couple years in the league. But I always thought he was a gamer, and he had the arm talent, and he was smart enough, and he had like the swagger and the ability to be a great quarterback. And sure enough, he's showing it this year with the Vikings, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big time win.
There's not a lot of good quarterbacks that play well in the Panthers organization right now. So I don't know that we can hold that against them, but
Andy Dalton's next.
Oh, there we go. The ginger.
The play of the game, though, as you watch this clip right here on Justin Jefferson's 97-yard touchdown, the ref is flying. Absolutely flying, trying to stay out of the fucking way.
Yeah, not the 97-yard reception. Let's check out this guy.
Look at him. Oh God! This is when he cut it back. The ref knew he was in trouble. Ooh, nice hip, nice way to open up the hips, going full speed. That's pretty good.
You could tell that's a former athlete right there.
Yeah,
he might not be
former. No, that's still an athlete.
That's a current athlete.
Yeah,
check him out. Look at the arms.
Look at him. Get it going.
Great
get it going.
Form.
Stay out of the way.
He had his core. You could tell he's got a good core.
Yeah,
you know when you see somebody and it's just very like stable.
Yeah,
right
it looks
here,
like they're floating almost.
It's just arms and legs. That core is staying rigid. He had good rigidity.
Shout out to the ref. You don't always see them showcasing their athleticism like that. What else we got? And the ref's name was Tyree Walton, former Division II running back
there you go.
Adams State.
Adams State.
There you go.
Second year as an NFL official.
There you go. Well, he's showing real good promise. Yeah.
All right, taking officiating to new heights. Shout out to
him. The biggest surprise in week 2. Where are we going with? I'm going to say Darnold. Man.
I think it's the Vikings over the 49ers, right?
Yeah,
it's got to be.
It has to be. It has to be. Shout out to everybody else.
I mean, the Saints blowout was a big one too. Cardinals, that's not that surprising.
Raiders beating the Ravens, another big one.
That was surprising.
Damn, Max Crosby, man. Fuck. That guy's getting better. Just when you think he's fucking one of the...
He's topped out. Just when you think he's topped out. You know who's looking... Dude, Aiden Hutchinson is wreaking havoc right now. Really happy I don't have to play against that guy anymore.
Yeah, ditto. All right. Petty game ball. In more news around the league, Steelers QB Justin Fields introduced the world to the petty game ball during the postseason... during the post-game press conference. Fields was quoted, "I think we all know Russ kind of got done dirty last year. It was awesome getting that win for him. He got a petty game ball, so it was great getting a dub for Russ." There you go. I didn't know they
I've never heard of that term, but I love it. I'm not going to lie.
I think a game ball is a game ball whether it's petty or not. Sometimes you just get motivated to win a game for a guy playing his ex-team.
There you go. Coach Tomlin declined to share more when asked about petty game balls. I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog. You might not like it. So now I'm even more interested. Like, what the hell are we talking? I thought it was just a game ball. There's more to it than just even the petty game ball.
And what all are you putting on the hot dog, Coach? Yeah. You're a relish guy?
There's not a lot of ingredients in a hot dog.
Yeah, hot dogs are pretty.
Actually, you ever seen how hot dogs are made? There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But once the hot dog is solidified,
God, I don't want to talk about it.
It's like ketchup and mustard and relish. So there's only so many sandwich options.
Nice.
Let's move on to the
keep going.
Puke balls. We went from petty game balls to puke balls. Packers center Josh Myers redefines the chunk play.
Jesus.
Prior to the snap on 3rd and 10, you can see, here's a clip if you want to watch it, of Packers center Josh Myers projectile vomiting on the football before he snaps it. No false start. For the life of me, I have no idea why you would not move your head
just to the left.
Just like he tried to go a little bit left.
He did. How funny is it? It timed up just as he was in his cadence. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. God damn it.
I mean, just
what are we eating before the game, bud? What are we doing? We got to fucking figure out a different pregame meal or something, man. Taking too much pre-workout.
Shout out to Malik Willis for catching that. Like, he knew exactly what was happening. He just caught a football covered. Like, what did he eat before the game? You think there's like corn on the ball, or like, you think there's like chunks? Jesus. That is just so gross.
Yeah, I can't get into it. I fucking hate throw up.
It's so nasty. After the game, Coach LaFleur I asked Malik why he didn't throw the ball on 3rd down, and he told me Josh threw up on the ball. He's like, that's the first time I've ever heard of that. Yeah, me too, Coach.
Me too.
The official came up to me and said, "We saw your center throwing up on the ball. Do you want us to take him out next time?" And I said, "Absolutely. Please do that, because you're talking about a critical situation."
I've seen a lot of throwing up on the football field before, never on the actual fucking football.
This is a first and hopefully a last.
Yeah.
Jason, were you able to snap a vomit ball without issues? I have never snapped a vomit ball and don't ever plan on doing so. So yeah, I got nothing for you.
Yeah. Us Kelsey
can't offer a perspective on that.
Moving on to some no dumb questions. Wrap up the show this week with no dumb questions because there's no such thing as dumb questions. 92%ers, just dumb people. And no dumb questions is brought to you by our friends at NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV, my favorite way to watch the NFL on Sundays. NFL Sunday Ticket bundled with YouTube TV gives you the most live NFL content all in one place. Terms and embargoes apply. Going on to from X, it looks like Amelie. I have no knowledge about football, but what would be a good sentence to drop during a game so my family thinks I know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, I kind of like this. Somebody who doesn't know football, what could they be watching and say something and people kind of be like, oh, he kind of knows what he's talking about?
Good catch. When you see them pass that yellow line, yell, oh yeah, first down.
First down, yeah. Oh, if the team with the ball starts getting towards the end zone they're trying to get to, when they're inside the 20, say, oh, they're in the red zone.
Red zone's a big word. Red
zone offense is a big deal.
Big deal. Oh, when you see them fake it to the running back first and then throw it downfield, that's called a play action.
Play action. See, you're doing better at this than I am. If you see a running back or somebody with the ball hit somebody with their offhand, that's called a stiff arm.
Oh yeah.
Say, ooh, nice stiff arm.
That's a good one too. When it looks like a defensive player is moving really fast and playing like really physical, just say, man, that defense is playing fast and physical.
Yeah, there you go.
It's pretty simple. You can just make up whatever and it'll shake. You're good.
If they try to run a quarterback sneak, make sure you tell everybody that's a 92% chance that's going to be successful.
Yeah.
It works 92% of the time.
Use your awareness around you and feel how the room is. If there's a penalty and you hear a lot of people saying, oh, just yell at the refs.
Context clues.
Yeah. Yell at the refs. Just be like, that was a shitty call. You know?
Yeah. If the quarterback gets touched at all, make sure you like just be like, that's quarterback. That's
roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. Why the fuck I'm an idiot.
Say it.
Yeah, if the quarterback gets touched, just that's roughing the passer.
Yeah.
What's a good one? Touchdowns or when the offensive team gets in the end zone. Got to take the points.
Got to take the points there. Nice. How do you explain
Analytics say go for it.
Analytics say go for it is a great one.
Anytime it's fourth down, say analytics say go for it.
Especially like fourth and shorter, like 4th and 2, 3, 4th and 1. Analytics are telling you to go for it here.
I think that's enough.
We hit it though. You use that stuff and just like I said, use your context clues. People are getting excited. Say something exciting.
Yeah, there you go.
People are getting pissed off around you. Say something that really fucking pisses you off. And typically you can yell at the refs and it works. Shout out to all the refs. Moving on to Gillian from X as well. Jason, what was your favorite book you read in college as an English major? Travis, what's your one random law or idea you remember from criminal justice?
Why does Gillian think I was an English? Did I ever say I was an English major?
I have no idea. I didn't
I
even
was a
know.
Marketing major.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't get a degree for criminal justice.
My favorite book I read in college as a marketing major was probably Outliers. I really did like that book. Travis has referenced that book a lot. Our friend Malcolm Gladwell.
Just a fan of Malcolm. I really don't remember much of the book, but he's fun. He makes it informative.
Yeah, I thought that was a really, really good, not only pertinent class for marketing, pertinent book for marketing, but it was a good read. So yeah, and that's probably the only book that college made me read that I really actually enjoyed, if I'm being honest.
Law or idea? I think one of the ideas was called the broken glass theory. If it's kept, if it's cleaner and kept up nice, they're going to want to keep it nice.
Look behind me. You can see how nice I keep my house. All righty. That does it for No Dumb Questions, brought to you by our friends at NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. Don't forget to sign up today at youtube.com/NH. That wraps up another episode of New Heights. Thanks to everyone for tuning in and putting up with our shenanigans and football commentary and whatever else we talked about. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel and follow New Heights on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. Reminder, you can listen to new episodes of New Heights early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
You heard the man. Once again, New Heights is a Wondery show produced by Wave Sports and Entertainment and brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey. Let's go Sports Bar. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S 92%ers. And thank you to our production and crew for always making us look way better than we are. Make sure none of that deleted shit gets put on the bonus content. That'll really fucking get us all fired. And shout out to the 92%ers for tuning in. We love you guys. Peace. We'll see you next week.
Oh, what's that? You don't like it? Tough shit, Wondery. Greg okayed it.
Talk to Greg. Don't bring these problems to me. Sounds like a you and Greg issue.
Why didn't they just cover up the garage beer sign? Greg okayed it, guys.
Greg said it was only flickering.
He said, and I quote, my beard looked crisp.
So what do you expect the guy to do?
My guy Greg tells me my beard looks crisp. I'm not changing a thing.
You give somebody a compliment like that, I'm fucking sending it. I'm like, oh, fucking press record and let's roll, baby.